What if I told you that the greatest lie humanity ever told itself is written in the night sky? Every civilization that has ever existed has looked up at the stars and dreamed the same dream. A dream of crossing those vast distances, a dream of stepping on to alien worlds, a dream of one day calling the cosmos our home. We built religions around the stars. We wrote poetry about them. We aimed our most powerful telescopes at them. And we convinced ourselves that if we could just move fast enough, if we could somehow harness the speed of light itself, the universe would open like a door and welcome us in. That door does not exist. Tonight, I am going to tell you something that will change how you see every single point of light in the sky forever. I'm going to tell you why the speed of light, the fastest thing in the universe, the absolute maximum velocity that matter, energy, information, and causality itself can achieve, is not a key, it is a cage. I am going to tell you why 94% of the galaxies we can see with our telescopes are already gone. Not destroyed, not vanished, gone in the only way that matters, permanently, irrevocably, forever beyond our reach. And I am going to tell you why, in a cosmos of 2 trillion galaxies and 93 billion light-years of observable space, our true inheritance is smaller than you ever imagined. But here's the twist. Here's what makes this story not a tragedy, but something far more profound. The same laws that imprison us gave us the one thing that no star, no galaxy, no force in the universe possesses. The same physics that built these walls also lit a fire in a small handful of atoms on one unremarkable planet, and that fire became consciousness, awareness, understanding. We cannot conquer the cosmos. We were never meant to. But we can witness it. We can comprehend it. We can hold the entire universe in a single mind, even if we can never hold it in our hands. And in a cosmos this vast, this indifferent, this overwhelmingly large, that may be the most extraordinary thing that has ever happened. My name is your name, and this is the story of why light is not slow. This is the story of why the universe is incomprehensibly large. Settle in. Get comfortable, and prepare to never see the night sky the same way again. For as long as we have looked up at the night sky, we have been told a lie. It is a beautiful lie, a seductive lie, and it has shaped our dreams of the future for centuries. The lie is this, that if we could only move fast enough, the universe would be ours. For generations, we've looked at light, that incredible invisible messenger traveling at 186,000 miles every single second, and we have seen it as the ultimate key. A photon leaves the Earth, and in the time it takes you to blink, it is already past the moon. In the time it takes to drink a cup of coffee, it has crossed the orbit of Mars. We looked at this speed, this seemingly impossible velocity, and we thought, if we could just harness that, the cosmos would shrink to the size of our backyard. We were wrong. And not just a little wrong. We were wrong in a way that reveals the universe's most profound and cruel joke. Because let's play that game. Let's grant ourselves the impossible. Let's give humanity a starship that can cruise at the cosmic speed limit, the absolute maximum velocity permitted by the laws of physics. We have our ship. We have our gift. Where do we go? Let's point it at the nearest star, Proxima Centauri, our closest neighbor, a dim red dwarf just 4.24 light-years away. At our perfect, maximum, universe-beating speed, the journey will take 4 years. 4 years? Pause and let that sink in. 4 years just to reach the mailbox at the end of our cosmic driveway. 4 years of your life gone to get to the dullest, most unremarkable star in our celestial neighborhood. This is the first brutal reality check. Light speed doesn't conquer the universe. It barely lets us step outside our front door. Let's try a brighter target, Sirius, the diamond of our winter sky, the brightest star we know. At the universe's maximum speed, the one-way ticket costs you 8.6 years. A round trip? That's 17 years. You leave your children as toddlers, and you return to find them applying for college. You have aged, they have grown, and the world has moved on, all for a single round trip to a single nearby star. And the targets get further away, and the numbers begin to swell into something genuinely terrifying. Betelgeuse, the dying giant in Orion's shoulder, isn't even outside our local spiral arm. It's practically next door. At light speed, you will arrive to find the civilization that launched you has crumbled to dust. The Magna Carta was signed during your voyage. The Black Death swept across Europe. Every nation you knew, every language you spoke, has risen and fallen and been forgotten. You arrive not as a traveler, but as an artifact, a ghost from an age so distant it might as well be myth. This is the deception of light speed. We assumed it was the master key to existence. We thought it would make the universe our playground. Instead, it shows us the true, horrifying scale of our prison. Light speed is not a cosmic cheat code, it is a measuring stick, and what it measures is our own profound insignificance. The speed of light is magnificent. It is the fastest thing in the universe, but it is not fast enough. It was never fast enough. The universe is not just big, it is structured on a scale so vast that its own ultimate speed limit becomes a cosmic joke, a taunt written into the fabric of reality. We stand at the edge of an infinite ocean, and we have been handed the fastest ship that will ever exist. But as we set sail, we realize that the nearest island is years away, the next continent is a lifetime away, and the far shore is so distant that we will be dust before we even lose sight of home. That is the deception, that is the truth, and it is the first, most important lesson the cosmos has to teach us. Imagine the most beautiful gift you could ever receive, a starship, perfect, effortless, capable of whisking you across the galaxy at the ultimate speed the universe allows. You step inside, you strap in, and you aim for a distant sun, 1,000 light years away. The engines hum, the stars begin to streak past your window, and you feel it. Freedom, adventure, the conquest of the cosmos. Now, let me tell you what that freedom really costs. You see, there's a monster hiding in Einstein's equations, a beautiful, terrifying monster called time dilation. It tells us that time is not a universal heartbeat, it is a personal thing. The faster you move through space, the slower you move through time. For you, the traveler, the journey to that distant star takes just 14 years. You arrive, fit, healthy, and relatively young. You explore, you turn the ship around, another 14 years, and you are home. You have aged 28 years. A long mission, yes, but a successful one. But as you step off that ship, you are about to learn the truth. Because while your personal clock ticked off 28 quiet years, the Earth you left behind experienced over 2,000. 2,000 years of history, 2,000 years of life and death and change. The people you loved, your partner, your children, your friends, they are not just dead, they are centuries dead. Their bones have turned to dust, their names have been erased from memory. The language you spoke has mutated into something unrecognizable. The nation that launched you has crumbled, reformed, and crumbled again. The very soil beneath your feet is different, reshaped by 1,000 years of wind and rain and tectonic drift. You are not a returning hero. You are a living fossil, a biological relic, a ghost pulled from a past so remote that the civilization you remember might as well be ancient Rome to the people who now stare at you in confusion. They have no record of your mission. They have no words for your world. You have traded 28 years of your life for permanent exile from your entire species. This is the transaction that light-speed travel demands. This is the price of the ticket. From inside your beautiful ship, the galaxy scrolls past like a cosmic travelogue. Proxima Centauri flashes by, Sirius flickers and vanishes. The core of the Milky Way glows on your horizon. It feels like you are mastering the universe. But in the frame of everyone you left behind, Every light year you cross costs a year of Earth time. Every star you visit costs a decade, a century, an epoch of life back home. You are buying your cosmic tour with the currency of everything you ever knew. Time dilation does not cheat the universe. It does not erase distance. It simply lets you be unconscious of the price, while reality pays it in full. Think about what that means for any message you try to send. You arrive at the galactic core and want to shout home, "I made it." That simple greeting, traveling at the speed of light, will take 26,000 years to reach Earth. By the time it arrives, there will be no one who remembers your name, no one who speaks your language, no one who even knows what a starship was. Your triumph is broadcast into a void where the very concept of home has been extinct for millennia. We dream of the stars as a destination. We imagine planting flags on alien worlds and returning to ticker tape parades. But physics has a darker truth for us. About 13.8 billion years ago, the universe was a nearly uniform sea of hot plasma. No stars, no planets, no molecules, just energy and elementary particles expanding outward from an unimaginable beginning. Tiny quantum fluctuations, variations of 1 part in 100,000 in the density of this primordial soup, were the only departure from perfect smoothness. From those fluctuations, gravity built everything. Over hundreds of millions of years, slightly denser regions pulled in surrounding matter, growing incrementally, collapsing into the first stars. Those stars burned through their hydrogen and exploded, seeding the surrounding gas with heavy elements: carbon, oxygen, nitrogen, iron, the raw materials of chemistry, the building blocks of life. New generations of stars formed from this enriched gas, rocky planets condensed from orbiting dust. On at least one of those planets, chemistry became biology. Simple, self-replicating molecules gave rise to cells. Cells organized into organisms. Organisms diversified into ecosystems spanning an entire world. And from one lineage of primates on one unremarkable continent, a species emerged that could look up and ask, where did all this come from? That species is us. That moment is now. And that question is the most extraordinary thing that has ever happened in this universe. Think about what we have done. We evolved to track prey across savannas. We evolved to judge distances to nearby trees. We evolved to remember water sources within walking range. Our brains are calibrated for a world measured in meters and kilometers. Our sense of time is built for seasons and lifetimes, spans of decades at most. And yet, from this narrow cognitive platform, we deduced the age of the universe to within 1%. We measured the cosmic microwave background to millionths of a degree. We calculated the expansion rate of space. We discovered dark energy. We mapped the large-scale structure of the cosmic web across billions of light years. We derived the existence of the cosmic event horizon through mathematics and confirmed its implications through observation. No other process in the known universe has accomplished anything comparable. Stars burn with tremendous energy, but they do not know they burn. Galaxies organize themselves into breathtaking structures, but they do not comprehend their own architecture. Black holes warp space-time to extremes, but they possess no awareness of the distortions they create. Consciousness, as far as we can determine from every observation available, is the rarest and most extraordinary phenomenon in the cosmos, and it arose here, within the constraints, within the boundaries, on one small world orbiting one average star. The universe did not need to produce observers. Nothing in the laws of physics mandates consciousness. The equations of general relativity, quantum mechanics, and thermodynamics function identically whether or not anyone is present to witness them. Stars form, burn, and die regardless of observation. Galaxies collide and merge in darkness. The expansion of space proceeds whether or not any species ever looks up and measures it. But the universe did produce observers. It produced beings capable of understanding the cosmic event horizon, grasping why it exists, and comprehending what it means. This is not a trivial accomplishment. This is the most improbable and significant event in the history of the cosmos. A collection of atoms organized by billions of years of stellar and biological evolution looked outward and understood the structure of everything. We cannot conquer most of it. We were never going to. The distances were always too vast, the expansion always too relentless, the stellar lifetimes always too finite. The universe was never ours to conquer. It was ours to witness, to measure, to understand, to stand in awe of. And that understanding carries a power that no starship ever could. Not the power to overcome the speed of light, not the power to halt the expansion of space, not the power to reach the 94% of galaxies we can see with our most powerful telescopes beyond our reach. They exist, they burn, they live their cosmic lives in regions of reality our corner of the universe can never access. Their light reaches us as a farewell, a goodbye letter from civilizations we'll never meet, stories we'll never know. They are emissaries from an unreachable cosmos, and they carry enough information for us to reconstruct the history, structure, and fate of the universe on the largest scales. We are map makers, charting a territory we can never walk, and the map is extraordinary. We are not conquerors. We never were. We are something rarer, something more precious. We are witnesses. We are the universe becoming aware of itself. We are the eyes through which the cosmos looks upon its own majesty and says, I am here. I see. I understand. In a universe this vast, this indifferent, this overwhelmingly large, that may be the most extraordinary thing that has ever happened. The stars are not beyond our understanding, only beyond our reach. And in the end, understanding may be the longer voyage, the deeper exploration, and the more enduring legacy. We are map makers, charting a territory we can never walk, and the map is extraordinary. We are not conquerors. We never were. We are something rarer, something more precious. We are witnesses. We are the universe becoming aware of itself. We are the eyes through which the cosmos looks upon its own majesty and says, I am here. I see. I understand. In a universe this vast, this indifferent, this overwhelmingly large, that may be the most extraordinary thing that has ever happened. The stars are not beyond our understanding, only beyond our reach. And in the end, understanding may be the longer voyage, the deeper exploration, and the more enduring legacy. We are map makers, charting a territory we can never walk, and the map is extraordinary. We are not conquerors. We never were. We are something rarer, something more precious. We are witnesses. We are the universe becoming aware of itself. We are the eyes through which the cosmos looks upon its own majesty and says, I am here. I see. I understand. In a universe this vast, this indifferent, this overwhelmingly large, that may be the most extraordinary thing that has ever happened. The stars are not beyond our understanding, only beyond our reach. And in the end, understanding may be the longer voyage, the deeper exploration, and the more enduring legacy. We are map makers, charting a territory we can never walk, and the map is extraordinary. We are not conquerors. We never were. We are something rarer, something more precious. We are witnesses. We are the universe becoming aware of itself. We are the eyes through which the cosmos looks upon its own majesty and says, I am here, I see, I understand. In a universe this vast, this indifferent, this overwhelmingly large, that may be the most extraordinary thing that has ever happened. The stars are not beyond our understanding, only beyond our reach. And in the end, understanding may be the longer voyage, the deeper exploration, and the more enduring legacy. We are map makers, charting a territory we can never walk, and the map is extraordinary. We are not conquerors, we never were. We are something rarer, something more precious. We are witnesses. We are the universe becoming aware of itself. We are the eyes through which the cosmos looks upon its own majesty and says, I am here, I see, I understand. In a universe this vast, this indifferent, this overwhelmingly large, that may be the most extraordinary thing that has ever happened. The stars are not beyond our understanding, only beyond our reach. And in the end, understanding may be the longer voyage, the deeper exploration, and the more enduring legacy. We are map makers, charting a territory we can never walk, and the map is extraordinary. We are not conquerors, we never were. We are something rarer, something more precious. We are witnesses. We are the universe becoming aware of itself. We are the eyes through which the cosmos looks upon its own majesty and says, I am here, I see, I understand. In a universe this vast, this indifferent, this overwhelmingly large, that may be the most extraordinary thing that has ever happened. The stars are not beyond our understanding, only beyond our reach. And in the end, understanding may be the longer